Dave, just start out and explain to people what exactly you do with your job title here with the Steelers.
Well, I'm one of the scouts, pro college scout. I focus mainly on the pro side of the game, so I have about 10 or 11 teams, evaluate those teams for free agency, just to know their rosters, just get a feel for those teams, do some advanced work, for upcoming opponents. And then I have about 20 colleges, 20 to 25 schools each fall I'm responsible for as well.
How does that mix take place then when you're getting ready to head to the combine and right before the draft of adding what you've been gathering throughout the year?
When you're looking at college guys, you're making a projection. The thing that's cool is I have a better idea of what plays in the NFL, so I can look at more college guys now and see, I can compare them to guys who are actually playing right now. If I'm speaking to Kevin or, one of my colleagues or something like that, it gives them a better idea of, what exactly I mean.
How many combines will this be for you? Do you know?
This will be my 15th.
All right, so Kevin Colbert always tells us that being at the physical combine, the workouts, is just part of the process of evaluating players. What do you do? What is your role at the combine?
My role, I've actually had a lot of roles at the combine. I've gone from like a hotel scout to a group scout to a group leader. Look at the on-field evaluations, the workouts and everything like that, then we evaluate the tape. Right now, I just kind of help out with interviews. The whole thing is just a whole interview process. There's so many players walking around. The thing is, it's a really long process for the players. I know people usually see the on-field portion, but that's like the last thing that they do. They have physicals, they have psychiatric evaluations, they have a ton of interviews, and it's a very long, mentally exhausting process. Nobody can prepare you for, 6 or 7 psychiatric tests or, having to get MRIs and getting done at midnight and then having a weigh-in at 6:30 in the morning. There's a lot of stuff that goes on.
What is a general interview session like when you get to pick their brains?
Yeah, well, the interview sessions are they're about 10 minutes each if you have a formal interview, and then so that's when the players come into, each team has a room in the hotel, and the player comes into the room and you have everybody from coaches, coordinators, scouting, GM, scouting directors, even Mr. Rooney sits in on some of those, and you kind of go through everything, go through a history with the player, get a background. If you have questions about something, you have that opportunity to ask him directly. To fill in the blanks.
Now, in terms of the on-field stuff, you always see when they're showing it on NFL Network, I know each team has a suite inside Lucas Oil, but then there's also people sitting amongst the stands.
Right.
How do you determine where you're going to sit or where you want to watch on-field workouts?
Like, each team will have somebody at the 10-yard line, the 20-yard line, and the 40-yard line. So they're sitting there for the 40s. But when it comes to the drills, guys might go sit with other guys on their team. Yeah, they might go up to the suite. They might go sit at the same seat that they've been sitting at for the past 20 years. There's really no rhyme or reason to it.
Where does Kevin sit? Is he up in the suite or does he like the stands?
He's at the 40.
He's at the 40?
Yeah.
Always there?
Always there.
What about Coach Tomlin?
Coach Tomlin, he's here and there. He's kind of wherever he feels comfortable.
I know in terms of some sad news recently, somebody that was very close to you and everybody in the Steelers scouting department, Ronnie Hughes, passed away. Meant so much to you guys personally and professionally. What is something that you'll remember that he taught you as you head to Indy?
The thing with Ronnie, there's not one thing that he taught me, but he just kind of taught me about this whole process and just how to be a professional, how to, go about things, and you have to listen to people, but you also have to be strong in your convictions and in your beliefs and trust, what you see. But, and I'm not just, that's not just me. Ronnie, he influenced, every guy on our staff, and it's definitely going to be missed. He was a huge influence for our team, for our staff, and really for the city of Pittsburgh if you're a fan. So rest in peace, Ronnie.